All right, folks, this is Brady Labor for CincinnatiSteam.com. I'm here with Tyler Koors. He's a right-handing started pitcher for the Xavier Musketeers. First of all, Tyler, just tell me how you're feeling physically. You kind of got shut down last summer by your coach. Just talk about physically how you feel right now.
Physically, I feel pretty much stronger than ever. Last summer, I had a little mishap with the arm. Had to go under the knife again, but nothing major. But I feel great.
Sure, and you had a pretty decent season in the spring with Xavier. Kind of talk about what you did with them and how that's going to, bounce you out, kind of transition into the summer, I should say.
I think one of the biggest things with school ball is just getting the necessary reps to be comfortable on the mound, and also the conditioning. I think the season really helps with stamina and getting your arm in shape, and it translates into the summer.
And you're not from the Cincinnati area. How have you been living here in the last couple of years?
I'm not.
You're playing with a bunch of Cincinnati, especially West Side guys, man. Kind of talk about that here with the Steam, man.
I mean, it's fun. Can't really complain. All the guys have fun. We joke around, same stuff back at home. So it's kind of like a second home.
Right, and you get to play with a couple of guys that are your teammates in the spring, and then the head coach here is a volunteer assistant. Kind of talk about those guys for me.
Xavier guys, it's always good to have them. They're like family to me. And Billy, I've been around Billy for the past 4 or 5 years, so it's always nice to see his face. Maybe get some extra playing time in the outfield or something. You never know.
All right. Kind of tell me, without giving your game plan away completely, tell me what your pitches are as far as what we'll see from you.
Basically your standard fastball, curveball, changeup, slider.
Okay. What's your out pitch?
Depends.
What
Lefty,
situation?
Righty. Yeah.
Sure.
Lefty, righty depends, but usually go breaking ball.
Okay. Like a true professional, he's not going to show his hand
Right.
too soon. All right. It's Tyler Koors from the Cincinnati Steam, representing the second-year manager of the Cincinnati Steam, Billy O'Connor. And Billy, you just got done with your third and final practice. Tomorrow night, you start games for real against the Hamilton Joes. Just kind of tell me about your team and what you like so far.
I'm excited about our pitching so far. It's the same way every year. The pitching's ahead of the hitting because guys have some downtime and a couple weeks off between when they swing the bat in a live situation again. And our pitching's been great. A couple guys are coming out and throwing the ball pretty hard, and I'm pretty excited about where we're at on the mound so far.
Okay, who do you think separated themselves on the pitching mound as far as who's going to lead the way for you?
Tyler Koors threw the ball really well tonight. He's going to start for us, he's low 90s, upper 80s, and with a lot of action on his ball too. David Etchai threw the ball really well the other night. Brian Kirschbaum threw the ball really well. Ryan Martin's been great for us out of the pen, and he's been here a few years for us. And you know what you can get at him. He's a really competitive kid, and he's going to get guys out every time he goes in there.
Okay, now on the hitting side, you're talking about guys, it's been a couple weeks for some of them. Robbie Sunderman, for example, he just played a game 4 or 5 days ago, man, and he looked really good in BP today.
Right, it's crazy how much you can tell who's been hitting lately. Robbie, like you said, he's playing in a regional at Texas A&M, and he's come out and he's really been stroking the ball in BP and in the game. Same thing with Josh Ungerville. He's playing in the D2 or D3 World Series, and he's been swinging the bat as well as anybody. So, and another kid is Brian Beaver. He's been great for us so far. So, I'm excited to see how we swing the bats tomorrow night.
Okay, and you are a catcher by trade, man. I got to ask you about the catching situation. Tell me who you've got coming into camp, and who do you look to contribute for you?
I'm excited. We got a couple freshmen. We got a freshman from Miami named Max Andreessen, and he really throws the ball well, can swing it a little bit. And a freshman from Tennessee named Jason Manis, who's really good receiving, really good calling the game, throws the ball throws the ball really well as well. So I'm excited to see where they're at, and obviously that's something as a catcher that I look forward to having somebody I can count on back there, and I think we got 2 of those so far this year.
Okay, a couple other guys you need to count on. You got a couple new coaches this year. Kind of introduce them to the fan base.
We got Kyle Ottaway. He's just graduated from Mount St. Joseph. Going to be good working with our hitters, coaching first base, and just all around he's going to do a good job for us. And Tim Berman, he's got some experience playing pro ball, played at UC in college, and he's also a BP pitcher for the Reds, so he'll be really good with the pitchers. And then we got Mark Taylor returning, who does a great job. helping out with the pitchers and working down the bullpen, making sure everybody's ready. But you know, he's been with the Steam from the beginning. He does a great job every year.
Okay, four Steam alum guy got drafted by major league teams. Kind of talk about them real quick and what that means to the organization as a whole to be able to put that on our resume.
It's awesome. You know, this was an exciting year for us. Another Steam alumni made the big leagues, and Nate Jones. So 4 more guys out there that have represented the Steam, and you know, I think Proctor and Eisler are going to be up here tomorrow night throwing out the first pitch. So it means a lot. It means that, because that's our goal, is to get guys better and to further them in their careers, and to have guys get drafted and play professionally and eventually make the big leagues. That makes what we do here a lot more worthwhile.
Absolutely. All right, Billy. Tomorrow night, Hamilton Joes, real quick. You know, have you seen them play? You got any kind of scouting report, or or at this point in the season, you just worried about yourself?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's tough to. They returned very few guys from last year, so I don't know a whole lot about them. I know they're throwing a kid from Ohio State, so he'll be pretty good. But we just got to take care of business on our end, throw strikes, field the ball, put the ball in play, and I think we'll be all right.
All right, that's Billy O'Connor, second-year head coach of the Cincinnati Steam on the eve of the 2012 season opener.